What's happening, everybody? It's Shy Panther of the Shy Panther and Friends show. Come on in, sit back and relax and enjoy. Thank you. Thank you all for joining us today. What's happening? First of all, this is the Shy Panther and Friends show, and I am your host, Shy Panther. And we're streaming from q4radio.org, or you can just do q4.org. You can share, follow, all of that good stuff. And our goal is to celebrate music and culture, and that's what we will be doing today. And my guests are Miss Sassy Alexander, and her husband, drummer Chris Alexander. Come on into the show, everybody. Please join us. And what's happening, everybody? What's happening, Miss Sarah?
I'm doing good.
Good.
How are you today?
I'm good, considering. I'm doing okay, I guess,
Just a little technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done Facebook Live from this show, so I didn't realize when I was doing it before there were quite a few things that I needed to, do, and I actually did it, and I didn't know that I was doing that. So, but we're here. We're doing our thing.
We're home.
So can you guys hear us out there? That's what I should have asked first of all. Can you hear us? I hope that you can. Okay. Now let's get on with the show.
All right.
So Sarah, now I in our conversation, I realized that you're from a big family.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have several grandbabies.
Mm-hmm.
And you're from Chicago and all of that. So you said that your passion is music, has been your passion your whole life, but you weren't surrounded by music.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't surrounded by, I want to say professional as music, but far as being in the choir, and like I had stated, my father can sing his butt off, but he never pursued that talent. And he come from an even bigger family.
Oh.
And my mom always bragged on his brothers, so I think it was like I had about I want to say 9 uncles. I had about 9 uncles and about 5 to 6 aunties.
And everybody could sing.
My mom mostly bragged on my uncles singing, but I do have 2 aunties. They sing. They mostly do gospel. One of them, she said she did do background singing for Aretha Franklin. So, yeah, they have some good voices, too. So it's in that side of the family, the Butler side.
Right. And if background for Aretha Franklin, you had to be on your stuff for that.
Yeah, because everyone says she's a diva.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So who are some of the influences for you?
For me to start off, it started off actually with the male blues singers. I started off in love with Johnny Taylor, went to Tyrone Davis, B.B. King, and then I went into Marvin Cease. That was just like my tickle pink, because his songs really do tickle me. And then from there, I kind of went into Muddy Waters and reached on. I'm even listening to Elmore Snake Boy Johnson right now, and Luther Johnson. So yeah, so I go, and then I got into my female singers, and of course Miss Coco Taylor was number one on the list. And then Etta James and Denise LaSalle. So what I do is I just go through a variety, and the songs that I feel, them are the songs that I pick up.
Right. I was reading through your bio, and you said that 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 you have to earn your spot, and you're here for it.
Yes,
absolutely.
Definitely. I know I got to do my dues, pay my tithes, and everything else. And the best part about it is I'm willing, and I'm ready to do all of that, because I want to keep advancing more and more. And I just ask people, look, you hear me now? keep listening and hear me later. After you hear me then, keep on, because I'm going to keep advancing.
That's right. So if we could kind of go back to your debut with the band at Buddy Guys.
All right.
So how was that?
That was exciting. And even though I had been there for the jams, it was a total different feeling. But it was like, okay, Lord, I am finally getting to this point. And I just enjoyed it and loved it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, I just couldn't stop smiling. Well, you know what? When I get on that stage, I'm different. I smile all the time because it's like being at home to me.
So it's a level of comfort.
Yes,
there.
It is. It's a level of comfort. And believe it or not, when I really first started getting on the stage, I'm like, I'm going to be nervous. Everybody say, don't be nervous. I'm going to be nervous. When I get up there, I'm not nervous. You know, only thing that I do is I try to watch the time and I try to be mindful for when I'm up there. That's the only thing that be my concern. But far as being nervous, I haven't found it yet. I'm not saying it's going to come, but I haven't found it yet. Yeah. I'm comfortable up there.
So, and you said that before you started singing, you were generally quiet. So all of this, your music career was sort of brewing until you were able to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Because, you know, I wasn't going to get on that stage and sound like a frog. I had to make sure that I was comfortable with my voice. Although, I mean, all through my life, people would say, oh, you sound good. You sound good. And I say, yeah, you're saying that because I'm a nice person. But, you know, so I had to get comfortable with it. My oldest daughter she said, Ma, I just love to just listen and hear you singing while you're cleaning up. And then I'll be at work and walking with headphones on, singing, not knowing how loud I am. Right. And they were like, oh, you sound good, you sound good. It started reaching me when the professional singers start saying it. The very first one was Stan Mosley. I don't know if you remember. I was sitting in his house, and he say, girl, you can sing. I'm like, you know, I'm waving my hand at him. So, you know, from there, it just kept going. It's just little things that God was showing me. And a lot of people don't understand, you know, when God give you a talent, He's going to lead you in the direction that He wants you to go.
That's right.
You know, a lot of people, you know, they think that, okay, God going to lead you one way. God going to lead you His way. And you know, I'm about 100% sure on how God been leading me. So, you know, as long as I keep Him first and be grateful with Him and humble in my heart, I know He's going to keep leading me in this direction.
Great. That's great.
Yes.
Now, we're going to bring Chris into the conversation.
Hello.
Hey, Chris. So, how are you?
I'm good.
You're good. I'm good. Did you know that your wife had aspirations to be a blues singer?
No, not right off top. No.
So when did you find out?
I didn't take her serious at the beginning.
Really? Well, you know our families are like that.
Yes.
So it's okay. We forgive.
The first time I heard her sing, and we was at I think karaoke. And she started singing Aretha Franklin song. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, we got something going here.
Yeah.
And so then she started doing Coco Taylor songs. And I said, yeah, you got it. I said, okay, you learn your keys. Hey, you got it.
Yeah. So if it coming from anybody, if it's coming from you, then you know that it's right, because you've been a drummer for how long?
Ooh.
Since he was 10.
Yeah, since I was
10 years old.
Yes.
Okay. And you played with your dad's band.
Dancing Perkins.
Yeah. So can we talk about your dad a little bit?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, because I did a little bit of research, and it said they called him Dancing Perkins because he danced his performance, his performance across the floor. Wow. So when did you join your dad's band?
My dad and his band, they had a show, and their drummer didn't show up, and so I was the only one there. This was, I think I was about maybe 9 or 10 years old at the time.
And he put you on the drums?
And he put me on the drums. They were saying, hey, we got to go with the show. The guitarist, John Emery, he said, we don't have a drummer. He said, I got Chris here. He's like, we just going to bring the drum set down. So they brought it down, and people was out in the audience looking. They was like, where the drummer at? They couldn't see me. But I was playing on beat with them.
Oh, look at you. At 10. That must have been the greatest feeling
I was
ever.
back there on the drums playing and laughing at the same time.
So now for you, starting out, so obviously you knew how to play the drums well already at 10. So how did you do that? When did you start?
I started at 3. My dad went to Guitar Center that used to be in Evergreen Plaza.
Okay.
He went to go buy an amp. But he said, I went over on the drum side and started playing drums, and he thought it was somebody else over there playing.
So you're a prodigy.
Natural.
Get out. Oh, that's so awesome.
So instead of him buying the amplifier, he ended up buying me a set of drums. And so we went from there.
Okay.
We played on Maxwell Street since the early 80s.
Really? Wow. That was a whole different kind of experience too. And to play outside in public, that's kind of cool, I think.
It is. I love the
because I think people really do appreciate when they walk by and they hear a live band outside.
Right.
You know.
Right.
That's pretty cool. So being a drummer, do you have influences outside of your dad as far as music?
I like I grew up with him listening to Albert King.
Ah, okay.
Albert King, while he was listening to it, sometimes I used to whistle Albert King solo. When he's soloing in a song, I used to whistle to that. And my dad started laughing, and he was like, boy, I didn't know you whistle like that. And I said, and that was at a young age too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you both are from Chicago?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So how long you been married?
We'll be married November the 14th will be 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
We're pandemic marriage.
Yeah.
Oh, pandemic. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how did you guys meet? Since you said you were pandemic, because I know a lot of people couldn't date, couldn't see each other. That whole pandemic stay apart thing.
Well, we met. Actually, we were like, because when I was interested in the music, so a lot of people's that would request me for friends, or sometimes I would request them. We were actually Facebook friends. And I was supporting another artist at Blues on Halsted, and he was there. So when they went on break, back then, if you paid to get into Blues on Halsted, you can walk on across the street and go over there to Kingston Mines. So while they were on break, I walked over to Kingston Mines, and Lindsay Alexander was on one side, and Claudette was on the other side. So Lindsay was playing, so I stood over there, while he was singing. And then when then I kind of got tired, 4-inch heels on. I went over there and sat down and talked with Claudette and her keyboard player, and then that's when Chris came over to me, and he said, "I know you." I said, "I'm sorry, I don't know you."
Oh, wow.
So he walked away, and he came back and showed me we were friends on Facebook. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, I apologize," because I was just, like I said, I was getting my entry into the music. So okay, if you're a musician, okay, I'll accept you, or I'll request you. That's all I was doing. Okay, just to get there. But so it started from there. We didn't date or nothing for that was 1 year, and we didn't date until like the next year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so now the rest is becoming history.
Yes.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna go back with you, Sarah. So as far as the show at Buddy Guys, how did you put it together? Like, who decided like what songs you would do? Because this was a debut with the band, and the name of your band,
The Blues Power Band.
the Blues Power Band.
Yes.
So how did you know and get everything ready? Say, okay, now it's time for us to head out there. Was it kicked off from a record release or something like that?
Basically, just getting myself out there. As far as getting the gig, just getting myself out there and approaching Buddy Guys director who Mark Maddox, who gets the bands there. So
Right.
I approached him and I would come to the jams that they would have. And, they would come out, well, not Mark, but the other employees of Buddy Guys. They would come out to different places. And so I'm assuming that I was being monitored. And then, finally, he gave me a date with the help of Greg Guy and Vicky Guy. All of them, they got together with Mark and they got me a date out there. And from there, Chris, being my drummer, also my band leader.
Okay.
So he basically got the guys together.
Okay.
And, positioned them. And from there, and he got the best. So
yeah, you do. I was like, I'm so impressed with this
some
band.
of the best. He got them. Dave Forte on bass. Roosevelt Purify
on keys.
Better known as the Hatter.
Yeah, we know him. We know
Charles Crane, better known as Chuck on guitar. Chuck-a-luck.
Big personality.
So them are some good guys, top guys.
Yeah.
They know
All
their
of 'em.
stuff.
Yeah.
We rehearsed. I love that. They were willing to rehearse with me. So I love that period. And for them to be up there and then they still really
you.
They embraced me a lot. They are some good guys. I love them.
I saw your comfort on the stage, so that tells me you've been performing a lot before this debut because you seem so comfortable and at ease on stage and with the audience interacting. And Legends is I love that club. It's run very, very well.
Oh yeah.
Buddy Guys Club is really
they run it real good.
Yeah.
They keep things in order there. I love the way they handle stuff and how they do business. They're professional.
Right.
But like I said at first, I don't know. When I get on this, I'm sitting here and I'll be quiet. Sarah.
Oh,
when Miss Sassy get on stage,
that's a whole different person.
Yeah, now Miss Sassy at home. So yeah.
Oh man! Now, if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing? What's your other interest?
Worrying my husband.
Oh man! Okay.
It keeps me active.
Okay.
I love to be active, moving, keep going. So it keeps me active because I'm constantly going over songs, looking at songs, thinking of new ideas.
Yeah.
I still bug him though. I'm like, babe, what about this? What about let's start this like this? Let's start it out here. He be looking at me. I'll be like, what?
Well, Chris, how do you feel about it? So you're her inspiration. You kind of like, I kind of want to say manager too.
Yes.
And, like touched on, is this good? Is that good? Is that all right? What you think about that?
Well, the song selection that she put out for to sing.
Yeah.
I was like, these are good songs because don't nobody sing those songs.
Ah.
So it's like if she'll sing this song and then these people be sitting there looking like, where this song come from? I never heard this. It's the same song on the same CD or cassette. It's just song number 5. A lot of people don't listen to. But when we went to rehearsal and the guys was looking at the song list, they was saying the same thing. They were like, oh, I like this. Oh, yeah, let's keep this song right here. Sarah wanted to take a song out. They was like, no, keep the song in. Keep the song in.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting to hear some of those, kind of the same kind of songs.
Right.
But I think that's a good idea that you did that. And people would think that's a risk though, to choose a song like you said that's not the most popular song, on an album or CD.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that, Chris? You think that was a risk, but
In a way, yeah, it was a risk, but when I heard her, going over the song, I said, you know what, we can tackle this song, and then you just like Demetra Taylor would tell Sarah, take the song and make it yours.
That's it.
Every time she sees Sarah, she say the same thing over and over. She trying to make that stick in her head, which she got it. You just take the song and you make it yours.
Right. Exactly. And that's what you hear even on these shows where people are going out in these singing competitions, make the song your own.
Right. I mean, you have to in order to really present a good feeling of the song, you have to put you in it. And that's my attempt to do in each song. And basically, to be honest, I wasn't trying to get the songs that no one else heard. I pick songs that I can connect with. I'll tell Chris, okay, all right, because he's giving me songs, and I'll say, well, babe, I'll come back to that song because I'm not feeling it. So if I can connect the feeling with that song, then I can learn the song within 48 hours. That's how the connection goes. And then after that, hey, I'm ready for it. So it's the songs that and the songs that they've been singing. Okay, I see that in that person. I see that person singing it. And there are some of the songs that everybody's singing that I like, but sometimes, I like hearing them sing it, not me.
Right.
So it wasn't intentional. It's just that I'm grabbing the songs that grab me.
I get you.
Yes.
Yeah. So far, how has it been? I mean, you have some favorite experiences so far and some least favorite so far?
Yeah, I have favorite experiences. Oh, I love it, even though the hours are long.
In the studio?
I love the Kingston Mines atmosphere. When they come there for the blues, they want to hear the blues. They want to have a good time. I love that. And I can, I'm sitting here. One singer said, I don't know how you do it. I got to wear shades. I can't look at the people while I'm singing.
Wow.
And I'm looking at them. I'm looking at facial expressions, and I'm pointing at them, and they loving it. I love that. Give me what I'm trying to give you. Let's feed each other.
Right.
And that's what makes it feel so good up there. A lot of people don't understand that. When they're out there, okay, I know you want to socialize with your friend and everything else, but it's hard for singers to get on that stage and try to do their best for you, and to look at you and you're in a whole deep conversation with somebody else, which, I mean, why would you pay your money to come in here and conversate? And then you got to yell because of the music.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's not good. And I'm going to say it's not respectful of this person's job,
the
what
artist.
they're trying to do, the artist.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's the least thing that I, don't like sometimes when you're looking at them. And, you have some singers will go out there and pick on that very couple of group of people that's just, yeah, and they come right at them.
Yeah,
and I'll be busting up. Maybe one day I'm going to do that because I'm crazy enough.
Well, I've seen, my brother, Gary Martin, he's a blues guitarist, and somewhere they posted, some type of sign that said that when you come to these shows, keep your conversation for later, because people pay money to hear the music. They came to hear the band, and they can't hear them because talking and doing all this other stuff at these shows.
Right.
And people, don't get us wrong. We want you to come out.
Yes.
Please come out and continue to support live music, because we need you to be out there, and we're working really hard to keep the legacy of the blues alive. So continue to support them, and you know, come out here and support them. Follow them on their pages, on their social media pages, and that way you can also keep up with when they're playing and where they're playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know, everybody say the blues, 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 but you don't know the blues until you hear the blues. The blues is not sad music. The blues is soulful music. So you got to let it reach your soul to understand what's going on. Don't just take that word and think that you know what the blues is, because you don't. Because ain't nothing sad about I got my mojo working. Ain't nothing sad about that. Come on now. But, and also, if you all would pay attention, if you really want to get into your music, if you listen to your R&B artists, your jazz artists, even your rock, they are listening to the blues, because they are taking different phrases and different melodies out of blues songs. So they are listening, and they are coming out, and they are imitating. So why don't you keep up with them?
That's true. Yeah, that's right. The blues is that foundation.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes, we are the originals.
Okay, now, Chris, with you, what's, I know you've been out here for a minute, so what are some of your favorite experiences and least, or, you know, venues?
Least, I had a show on, I want to say 59th and Union in Chicago, and I was grammar school at that time, and we was getting paid, supposed to have been $50. Now, you know, back then $50 was a lot.
Yeah.
But I didn't get paid $50. It was kind of like under $10.
Oh.
Yeah, so I got they did me in that time.
Well, who were you with, your dad's
No,
band?
no.
I didn't think so.
No, it wasn't my dad.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But it was a good thing my dad was there, because I had caught a temper. That was the only time I caught a temper like that, to be that young with a temper. But the most, I want to say I did a show with my dad on the Petrillo.
Oh,
That was, it was real nice at the Blues Festival. Barry Dolan, who was getting gigs for my dad, he got us in, and that was the moment I froze on stage, when I looked out into the crowd, and my dad turned around and looked at me, and he said, "It's not time to freeze up now. It's time to go." He said, "We got to go." And I'm still on the drums, holding the sticks and just looking. So my dad, he started the song without me. And then I just kicked right on in.
Yeah.
And once he started dancing, that kind of relieved me, because I saw the crowd. They was all up cheering and dancing and going on. It was nice.
Okay. But you, well, about how old were you?
I had been about 12.
Wow.
12, 13.
Yeah. I mean, because we're adults. We get stage fright. So I can't even imagine a 12-year-old. And then, seeing all these people out there.
Yeah, it was a lot of people out there that day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the question about what would you be doing if you weren't playing music, I don't even know if that applies to you.
Actually, I'm more of a full-time mechanic now.
Ah.
Yeah, so I took on that about 25, 26 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm doing both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's something else that you were interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do you feel about the blues community now and how everything is moving forward?
Blues community, I want to say, is on a rise. We got a lot of young, hungry guys out here now, real young, and they getting a whip of the blues. They come to a lot of jams. You don't look for, them to come in to be 100% of playing and going on and stuff, because they new to this.
Right.
And you got a lot of young guys that's coming from rock, trying to learn blues. jazz guys coming in learning blues. You got singers coming in. You know, some people don't sing in the right key, and so they come to jams. They, you know, some people video themselves, which is, I think that's a real good thing to do, to video themselves playing with a band or, you know, a group of guys. But I think the blues is on the rise because you got a lot of older musicians helping the young. You got Rico McFarlane. You got Mike Wheeler. Bass player wise, Larry Williams. It's a lot of Chuck, he's helping a lot of. Yeah, he grab a few guys and you know, and he be showing them chords. He playing guitar and he'll turn his guitar to them. You got some, so they can see what chords he hitting and everything. You got some guys that if you watching there, they'll turn their back on you. I mean, you expect that from the
I mean. No one can steal that from you.
Right.
Your talent.
You're gonna always present something how you feel it, how you see it. So can't nobody steal nothing from you. I mean, they can try to imitate some of the, you know, things that you do play, but you know, and that's what that's another problem. You know, some people, you know, they're the people that's coming in. They're kind of like, you know, acting like it's a competition. It's not a competition, you know, because I'm not here to imitate no one. I'm here to be me. Right. So can't nobody steal that from me.
Right.
And can't nobody steal who you are from you. And then if you're an older person, you can't stop the younger people from coming in. Because you're going this way and they're coming behind you, why not grab the hand and, you know, pull them along? I mean, they can't, you have the popularity, you have all of that. They can't take that away from you.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people have to understand. Can't nobody take nothing from you. You can help them. They're going to succeed. If they keep pushing, they're going to succeed anyway. And, you know, and trying to steal from somebody, you're going to limit yourself.
Absolutely.
Because you're trying to imitate this person. And ain't nobody better being that person than that person themselves. Right. So, you know, I mean, that's in any industry. You know, people tell me about this, that, and that. I say, honey, I saw all this at the United States Post Office. Come on now.
Oh, did you?
Yes. Yes, I'm a prodigy of there. So, you know, I haven't seen anything that I didn't see at the post office.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right. So, moving into, you know, more shows that you'll be doing, especially now that it's warm, all these opportunities popping up. Who would you like to open for? You have anybody particularly?
Well, me and Demetria Taylor are definitely working on that. That is my big little sister in the music industry. So she's my number one. Outside of that, I mean, I am crazy about all of the artists.
Okay.
I would love, it does not matter. I will open up for anyone.
Okay. And as far as collaboration, you already answered that question with Demetria Taylor.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a little powerhouse, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Yes, indeed. Chris, the same question for you. Who would you like to see you guys open for or even collaborate with?
Oh, it really doesn't matter.
No?
No,
Okay.
it don't. It don't. No.
Because, see, we're just in here, and I call it, this the blues family. You got the R&B family. You got we all musical family, but you know you have your sections. So we're in the blues family, and I really haven't met anyone that I just totally just dislike. You know, people have their ways, but still, I love the way you sound.
Yeah.
You can be crazy all you want. I love the way you sound.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not on that basis. So, hey, anybody we can open up for them.
Right.
We're going to do our best and we're going to present. Because, I mean, I take as opening position as, okay, I'm going to get y'all ready. for this person.
That's right.
And that's
your
what I
job.
feel the job
Yes.
is. I'm gonna wake y'all up. Wake up.
That's right. So, well, what do you have coming up next?
Well, right now, so far, I will be back at Buddy Guys May 31st, and I will be opening up again. So I'm going to get everybody ready, and hopefully the weather's going to be much, much, much better.
I know it. Well, we're moving into a nice little day today.
Yeah,
So-
we are. And I'm open and ready for these festivals because I love singing outside. That's a real
the
freedom
open
thing.
air,
Yes. I've sung at the Griffin, Indiana Fest twice. And I got a real good response from the crowd. But being up there, oh my God, it was like freedom to me. I love that open space. I'm just a little wild animal.
Well, what about you, Chris? You like playing out in the open, or
Outdoors festivities is
it's just a
perfect.
different?
It's a different.
It's a different feel, I guess.
Yes.
Is what you guys are telling me.
I don't know what it is, the difference on the inside and being
Yeah.
outside, but outside seemed better to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess because seeing people, they do more dancing outside.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
respond
do.
to your
more
music.
space.
Yeah, they respond to your music, and it's not what we were talking about, sitting at the table chatting and all of
Yeah.
that, not paying attention. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you can see them way back there
Yeah.
at the food vendors, and they rocking and
oh,
dancing.
you're right.
So,
Okay.
yes, because like I said, I'll be looking around.
That's awesome. Okay, well, guys, I thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us. We
This is
enjoyed
great,
this.
and I really enjoyed the show. And that's another I wanted to say too. I'm meeting more, blues performers and singers coming in, and I too haven't met people that I can say, oh, I don't like them. I don't, and you may not see eye to eye with things, but the talent you can't take away from people.
No, you can't.
And that's something that you have to respect. So
Right.
yeah. So, and I found most of them have been very welcoming to me because I'm not in the music business, but I found to be very welcoming and approachable.
You like our cousin, cause you,
Yes, I'm your cousin.
yeah, because you know
I'll
how
be
you
that.
brag on your cousin
That's
and
right.
everything else. So you in there.
All right. Thank you so much. And that'll just about do it for us today on Shy Panther and Friends show. And again, you'll be playing.
I'll be playing. Miss Sassy and the Blues Power Band will be back at Buddy Guys May 31st at 8 o'clock. As I said before, don't meet us there, beat us there.
Okay. And one more thing before we go. What's some of the best advice that you guys been given for your careers?
That we've been given? Well, a lot of people telling me that we need more female vocals for the blues. So they keep saying, don't stop. You better not stop. Keep going. I'm like, I have no intentions on stopping.
Okay.
Once I get my mind set on something, I like to continue and I like to advance.
Great.
So
That's great.
I've been given, a lot of pointers by Deetra Farr. She was the main one who told me, look, if you don't believe in yourself, don't expect nobody else to believe in you. That was a key point. I'm like, okay, got you. Right
That's
there.
100% true.
Yes. And then, they've been encouraging me. And when Nellie Travis was here, oh my gosh, she put that mic right in front of me. And, so I've had, the little things. People don't understand. The little things really encourage you. You don't have to sit down and give me no whole speech. You don't have to give me a book and everything else. Just tell me something I need. And
Something that
that's
you can
exactly
take
what
and run with it.
Yes, I'll
Right.
take it and I'll run with it. So, so I've had a lot. I mean, Randy Johnson, oh my God, that's my man right there. He really pushed. He would, he don't care where I'm at. He gonna try to make a little bit of spot to get Miss Sassy up to sing. So, so he's real good at helping you and pushing you on your way.
Yeah, that's gotta feel good too to get you on the spot, put you on the spot.
Yes. Oh yeah. I've been Tracy Adams. A lot of people, they will put me on the spot. Come on, get on up there. Tracy, she's like, Mama, come on, You upcoming. You should be up here. Get up here. So I'm okay.
Okay, Chris.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Some of the best advice you've been given.
Oh, best advice? Well, from like old school drummers, they say never quit.
Okay.
You know, they say keep pushing. Sometimes you're going to have that rocky road, and all what they gave me, I tell these newer drummers now, you know, are you still playing? Are you playing? No, I done put the sticks down. No, man. Put them sticks back up and start playing. Even if you don't have a gig, you continue to play. Always keep sticks in your hand. That's what I tell them. That's what was told to me.
Okay.
Can I say something about that?
Sure. Go ahead.
One thing about Chris Alexander, my hubby, he's a pocket drummer.
Mm-hmm.
And the pocket drummers, they can just listen and they keep any singer comfortable. The old ones, the new ones, you know, they can relate to it, and they're always right. They're keeping that rhythm. And he's one of the best Chicago pocket drummers out there. There are many, but he's also one of them.
Right. I've heard that about playing the pocket, stay in the pocket.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Them are the best drummers because, you know, they help the singer. Whether it's old or new, they help the singer because it's a beat that they can relate to, that they're used to, they're comfortable with. They don't have to try to find, okay, when they get through with this, what, you know, now I'm lost. So, you know, them pocket drummers, they control everything.
I got you.
Yes.
I got it. Now I understand. Okay, everybody, and that will do it for us here at Shy Panther and Friends Show. Please watch and follow the pages on YouTube, Instagram, and and there's also a Shy Panther and Friends Show page. And I need to get those subscriptions up so that I can go live on YouTube and on my Shy Panther and Friends Show page. But in the meantime, thank you for tuning in. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye, everyone.